In this video, I'm going to show you a resurfaced video of President Trump, a very old video, and that video going to show you who really he is. First of all, take a look at this important video, guys. It's really very important. I request you to watch the video till the end. Here we go.
This popped up on my feed again, and I don't think we've ever done a segment about it, but it's an interview from decades and decades ago, as you can see, of Trump when he was just a businessman, but Barbara Walters just ran.
He's still a businessman. A lot of people say he's still making money while sitting in the government.
Circles around him. And two takeaways came to my mind watching this old interview of Trump, which is number one, and I'll play it for you. He has always been such a fraud. He built his empire on a house of cards. He was always in financial trouble. He was never as rich as he said. He was handed more money by his daddy than he said. And The Apprentice and Trump's branding abilities convinced people that he was this top of the world genius, when so much of it, again, was a house of cards. And Barbara exposes that well in this interview. And then number two is, my goodness, why does it seem that she's able to interview him like every journalist should interview him now, and I never see them do it? Kristen Welker sits down with him and is like, so what are you going to do on gas prices? And he's like, they're perfect, they're low. And she goes, no, they're, and he goes, yes, they are. And then they don't, she doesn't cut in more than that. People let him steamroll them. You would think that now that he's attained more power, interviewers would feel an obligation to be more aggressive. You have more of a journalistic responsibility to press the powerful than just some random businessman. But this is how he should be interviewed. Watch.
Well, the new book is entitled Surviving at the Top. There are many people who would say failing at the top.
I hope the general public understands how inherently dishonest the press in this country is.
As a member of the press, let me try to clear up some of the things which you say are untrue. You write in your book, my bankers and I worked out a terrific deal that allows me to come out stronger than ever. I see the deal as a great victory, and eventually the rest of the world will too. Being on the verge of bankruptcy, being bailed out by the banks,
well, you don't have to say on the
skating on thin ice and almost drowning, that's a businessman to be admired.
You say on the verge of bankruptcy, Barbara, and you talk on the verge, and you listen to what people are saying.
I talk to your bankers.
Well, that's fine. And what do they say? I mean, depending on which banker you're talking to, what do they say? I'm the only one people write about. I mean, they don't write about other people.
You have a little more debt than most people. You're something like $3 billion in debt.
I also have a little more assets than most people.
Okay. You have debts to pay back.
Right.
You have huge loans to pay back. You say the country is in a depression. What makes you think that you can pay back those loans? And further, what your bankers have told us is that the only way you even have a chance is by selling that property out there totally, the plaza.
Well, I don't know what the bankers have said. The plaza is a very valuable property.
Quickest pause to request that you click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. It's completely free, and it's the simplest way to support the work that we do. Right below the video, click that subscribe button, and then also, whatever you're thinking or some random statement, drop it in the comments. That helps algorithmically, and click the like button. Back to the video.
Everybody told me, oh, you paid too much, you paid too much. Now they're all saying what a great deal he made on the plaza.
You.
What happened journalistically that interviewers never speak to him like that now? Why would you be willing to be more harsh to a business guy than the president? The president should get this type of scrutiny. I saw in the comments, maybe it's still there, but yes, back when journalists weren't working for oligarchs. Like, she goes, no, they're not. How often in interviews does Trump say, everyone's saying that I'm doing a great job?
But still, President Trump criticized media. He criticized ABC Network, CNN Network. He only likes Fox News. Whenever a reporter asks a question from President Trump and he or she introduces himself that I'm from ABC or CNN, whatever. So Trump, with no time, he said, oh, from fake news media, So still he criticized, but he liked Fox News. I don't know why. Do you believe Fox News is in the side of President Trump? A lot of people say, a lot of political commentators say that Fox News is, kind of endorsing President Trump. And I have seen in my whole career of making videos in US politics, I have seen President Trump never criticize Fox News reporters. So they have kind of different privilege, but he always, in every second or third speech, he criticized media, especially by mentioning CNN and ABC network. But he never criticized, he never mentioned Fox News. So that means he liked Fox News.
And the interviewer might say at the introduction of the segment, hey, polling reveals that Americans are not happy. But then he'll go, everyone actually thinks I'm doing a great job. And they'll just sit there and nod. Even non-conservative interviewers will go, probably be disrespectful if I cut him off. And she goes, no, they're not. So good.
Very valuable property. Everybody told me, oh, you paid too much, you paid too much. Now they're all saying what a great deal he made on the process.
You yourself said that you saw your children maybe once a week. You're having a lot of difficulties with your 12-year-old son, Donna. You haven't talked to him since May. Do you believe in fidelity?
Don Jr. You haven't talked to him since May. I don't know what month this was in, but the way she said it was many months ago. It's April of the next year.
You saw your children maybe once a week. You're having a lot of difficulties with your 12-year-old son, Donna. You haven't talked to him since May. Do you believe in fidelity in marriage?
Yes, absolutely, I do.
In the current issue of Vanity Fair, the author Marie Brenner says that you read from Hitler's collected speeches, My New Order, and that these are speeches that you seem to admire. What's your reaction? Do you have this book?
A friend of mine sent me a book, a man who I think is Jewish, although I don't know.
Are you obsessed with reading Hitler speeches and you admire them? Whoa, whoa, whoa. My friend sent me a book. I didn't know who wrote it. And I was reading it and I was like, this is good stuff. And I got to the end and I said, was this Hitler? Oh, shoot. I had no idea. I called my friend and I said, did you send me something that Hitler secretly wrote? And he said, Donald, it says Mein Kampf on the front of it.
Yeah, it was a surprise for President Trump. So there's a Hitler in this book. My friend just sent me. He's putting everything on his friend.
What a bizarre explanation. That's how people should interview him. And he's always been just moving money around, debt, bankruptcy to save himself from this issue and get around that. And it's been this big facade. And then, unfortunately, NBC allowed him to create a very convincing media version of that facade, being The Apprentice. And that made him president. How many people, I'm about to make myself angry, say to me, I know he's done this thing bad. I know he's done this thing bad. Are you ready? Do you know what I'm about to say? But we need someone to run the country like a business. How many times, huh? You say that, and then I hear the word fiscally, and I'm out. And I have a heart attack. We need someone to run like his businesses with the fraud and the ripping people off and the bankruptcies and the failures. Is that how our country should run? Because you know what? Everyone who voted him into office for that reason, you got what you voted for. He's running our country like he ran his businesses. It's just not good.
Yeah, he's running this country as he just ran his businesses. And a lot of people say he's a good businessman, but a lot of people say he's a failed person. And the first shocking thing for me in this video was like he was reading a Hitler book. Can you imagine? And he just said, my friend just sent me this, and he was putting everything on his friend. So that was shocking for me. That was new to me, and that was interesting to me. It's really shocking when you imagine he was just interesting at that time for reading the Hitler book. It's strange. It's insane. But now you have seen everybody is facing consequences of voting President Trump. The farmers, the Texas farmers, they are they're losing everything. I have made a video. The farmers are crying. They are literally in pain. They are losing everything. They're saying we regret voting President Trump, and they are saying we are facing the consequences for voting President Trump. They're literally crying. Everybody is facing inflation, higher prices. Trump promised so much, and it's been 1.5 years right now. There are no benefits that the common people are getting right now, and still 2.5 more years, and people are tired. People are now against President Trump. If there is kind of election right now, people would vote against President Trump, in my opinion. I can see comments on social media. People are commenting against Trump. They are tired. They are not liking this policies. So what's your opinion? What do you want to say? Let me know in the comment section, guys. What are your random thoughts? What are your statements? What do you think about President Trump? If you're new to this channel for the first time, please, I request you to consider subscribing, be an initial subscriber of my channel. And please excuse my accent as well. I'm not a native speaker. I'm just trying to learn American accent as soon as possible. By the way, which state have the original US accent? Can you tell me in the comment section? Because whenever I see videos from different states of USA, they have different kind of accent. So what's the real one? What's the real American accent? Which state have the real American accent, So let me know in the comment section, guys. I really gain a lot of knowledge from your comment. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, please take care of yourself, and please take care of your health as well. It's very important.